Hi everyone, I'm Richard Williamson, creator of All Points West. All Points West is a railroad empire building game set in the old West 1870s, and I really want to thank you for participating in the beta testing that's going to go on for 2 months, or longer if necessary. I've gotten the game to this point by playing against the computer, having the computer play against itself, having my relatives, friends play the game. Now it's time to expand out to the greater community and see what you think about the game. So, at first, you can go ahead and email me bugs that you find in the game. A bug would be something that doesn't look right, it doesn't work as expected. You can also email me things you think could be better. We call that an enhancement in the software world. I've been working in the software world in Washington, D.C. for about 20 years. And beyond that, I've worked in banks. I built a lot of commercial software. I've never built a game before, but I've loved games, and I've always wanted to make a game of my own. I started working on games when I was in graduate school. It was going to be a football game or it was going to be a lacrosse game. It just continued morphing. I found that if I couldn't find a passion for something, it was hard to follow through and complete it. Well, probably like you, I've always loved train games. And to me, it's very important to me that this game becomes one of the pantheon of great train games throughout history. History meaning since about 1980, when we all probably played SSI games or other games that were very basic, but they really got to the fundamentals of the train business. I played games where you traded bonds, stocks, you built railroads across the country, you competed for transcontinental dominance, you shipped goods from one part of the country to another, and recently I played railroads, Railroad Tycoon, you name it. I think I've played every railroad game for every platform. So this is your opportunity to make this game part of the important train games in video game history. This is my main focus, and I will be responsive to any bug you find. I will try to knock it out and get that back on another version within a half week. It could take up to a week if it's a very serious problem that goes to the core of the game engine. Speaking of game engines, I'm using a game engine called Unity. That allows me to publish the game on almost any platform that's supported, such as iPad, Android, tablets. In the future, I will be working on an iPhone game version. I've already started working on that per request of a user, and I intend to publish it on the Mac, Windows, you name it. I need to look into the difficulty of doing that, importing it, as we call it, and I'm really just super excited. So thank you for watching this video. I'm going to publish other videos such as how to play the game, some basic strategies, and I've already published a video on how to install the beta software. Now I do want to urge you to allow notifications in the test flight application on iPad. When you get those notifications, you should go ahead and allow the downloading of the new version. It's about 100 megs. It has a lot of graphics. It has 25 original songs that have been licensed, and it will take a few minutes to download depending on your speed of your connection in your house. I would love you to try this on your mobile phone, your mobile device that has cellular connectivity. Some iPads have that, so please go ahead and try that. And if you're on a train and you're losing your connection frequently, that's a great test too. I would expect that at some point the connection will be so bad that it would break the game if you're playing with someone else. Now, one last thing to note is that I will be ready to play anytime you email me in the evenings. I have a full-time job. But in the evenings, starting at about 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, I'm ready to play a game with you, almost any day of the week. You and I can play against another person in the beta testing group that who would like to play also. Or we can play against the computer, you and me against the computer. Of course, we won't be allies. We'll play against each other for railroad dominance in the West. But Mondays and Thursdays, I intend on being available between 7:30 and 9:30, 2 hours each of those days. And of course, by appointment, you just let me know if there's some feature you want to show me in the game that doesn't make any sense or that you love, you want better explanation. I'm ready to play with you. All right, well, I'm going to email this out, and you'll get this video link. And thanks very much. I look forward to working with you. I intend on going to various cities in the country over the next year promoting the game. I hope to meet you. I'll be in the Seattle area this Christmas for one game unveiling event, hopefully, at a neighborhood bar. And I am centered in Washington, D.C. So please let me know if you want to chat sometime, you want to Skype. Let's see what happens over these next 2 months as we approach the holiday season. Thank you.